Our topic is all about types and formats of police reports. So to start, 1. Police Blotter. Police Blotter is a record of daily events occurring within the territories or jurisdiction of a given police unit or command. It contains material detail concerning the event for legal and statistical purposes. According to our circular number 5 dated December 10, 1992, therefore, the police blotter is an informational record book that is utilized for evidentiary or referral purposes. What are the contents of the entry in the police blotter? So the entry in the police blotter should answer the following cardinal elements of the police record. So these cardinal elements are who, what, why, where, when, how, and also the disposition of the case. In answering the 5 W's and 1 H and the case disposition, all such material details about the event, including the names of the suspect or suspects, the victim or victims, the eyewitness or witnesses, if any, the nature of the action or offense, the possible motive or motives, the place, the date and time of occurrence, significant circumstances that aggravate or mitigate the event or the crime should be entered along with the identity of the officer to whom the case is assigned or the officer on case, and then the status of the case. Letter B, incidents to be recorded. So what are the incidents to be recorded in our police blotter? So number 1, all violations of laws and ordinances. So these violations that are reported and discovered, this includes violations of a specific local decree or regulations such as EOs or the executive orders. Second, all calls of incidents. All calls of occurrences or instances in which any member of the police force is dispatched or has taken official action must be recorded in the police blotter. So, 3. All legal papers handled. So, for instance, warrants, subpoenas, summons, citations, and the like. Okay. Number 4, all fire alarms, reports, and information. So, these fire alarms, reports, and information received by the station is also be recorded in the police blotter. Number 5, movement of prisoners. So, movement, travel, and action undertaken of prisoners with corresponding notations on the authority for such movements is to be recorded. 6, cases of missing and found persons, animals, and properties. So, cases of missing persons, animals, and properties are to be recorded as well as those lost and found. 7. Vehicular and other types of accidents which require police action, such as hit and run, vehicular accidents where two or more motorcycle or cars and trucks are involved, as well as minor accidents and traffic violations which requires law enforcers, for we Filipinos usually call the police station in whatever incident there is. 8. All personal injuries, bodies found, and suicides. There are individuals who appear personally in the stations to report a crime or offense, especially if the complaint is about personal injuries which involve fights and quarrels. And there are some individuals who reports incidents like when there's a body or bodies found or there's a suicide incident through a call, and then officers are dispatched to confirm the incidents and take legal actions necessary. This shall also be recorded. 9. Damage to property involves harm or loss or injury to private and public properties. 10. All cases in which a police member is involved. This includes examples such as bribery, which embraces direct, indirect, and qualified bribery. Also corruption, as well as nonfeasance, malfeasance, misfeasance, and administrative complaints and cases, as well as criminal complaints. 11. All arrests and returns made. Okay, it shall be also recorded. 12. Miscellaneous cases, general and special orders, violations of rules and regulations, and any other reportable incident that the Chief of Police desires to be recorded. Letter C. Procedure in making entries. Number 1. It shall be handwritten in a clear, concise, and simple manner, but answering as far as practicable the 5 W's and 1 H. Note that clarity should not be sacrificed for brevity. Second, opinions must not be entered in the blotter. Only facts are entered. Okay. Number 3, no erasures shall be made on the entries. When there are corrections, modifications are made by drawing horizontal line over such word or phrases and the actual entry initialed by the police officer making the correction. 4. A ball pen or pen with blue, black, or blue-black ink is used for making the entries. So entries in the police blotter, you will use only a ball pen or pen with ink that is blue, black, or blue-black ink. 5. Misrepresentations in the blotter or any attempt to suppress. 7. Every page of the blotter shall be consecutively or chronologically filled up. What was reported first shall be followed by the next report of incidents. Date and time shall be chronologically arranged. And note that no line of space shall be left blank between any two entries. This is to avoid insertion or tampering. Number 8. Any development of a case to be reflected in the blotter should be a new entry at the time and day it was reported. A reference to the previous entry number of the case, however, should be made. 9. In every shift, the duty sergeant, under the supervision of the duty officer or complaint desk officer, shall make the actual entries in the blotter, and at the end of his tour of duty, both the duty sergeant and the duty complaint desk officer shall sign the blotter. So, sample format of a police blotter. So, this is the sample of a police blotter. So, police blotter, we have this entry number, date, time, incidents or events, and then disposition. So, sa entry number, it shall be chronologically numbered. Date should be the time, the date should be the date that it is reported, and also the time. So, incidents or events. So, you should write first the incidents, incident. So, for example, in the given sample, robbery. So, you should write first the incident robbery before making the narrative. So, after, below the incident or the event, the narration or the story, so you should write the name of the officer on case. So, there in our example, officer on case is SPO1 Jose C. Manzareno. Okay? And then, disposition. So, disposition in the given example is, this case was filed in court with CC number 2021-0056, so branch 15 RTC Naga City. So that is our example.
That ends our presentation.
That ends our
Thank you and
presentation.
God
Thank
bless.
you and God bless.